softball game home versus Lakeview at 7:30. Saturday, August 30th, we have senior parking spot painting, and Monday, September 1st is Labor Day, so we have no school.
Tuesday, September 2nd, we have cross country at Tallulah Falls at 4:30, and Thursday, September 4th, we have a softball game home versus Washington Wilkes at 5. We also have a cross country meeting at North Hall at 6:30, and Friday, September 5th, we have a football game at Greenville at 7:30, and Saturday, September 6th, we have a softball home game doubleheader versus East Hall at 10 a.m.
Nothing beats a Jet2 holiday. And right now, you can save.
What are you looking forward to the most out of your senior year?
I'd say graduating.
Okay, Dalton, what are you looking forward to the most out of your senior year?
Getting out of here.
Okay, what are you looking forward to the most out of your senior year?
Honestly, the most important, I'm looking for a great softball season, and then after that, I'm just ready to be done.
Perfect.
So, what made you guys make this building?
We made it so that we could have a bigger area to do more of the hands-on that's more career-oriented. Instead of having to take things apart and take it upstairs, now everything has its own space. So the welding's got an area, construction's got an area, wiring have one. We've got a nice kitchen for animal science, so everything's got its own space. Plumbing will have its own area, and we don't have to take it apart and do that, okay?
What would you say is your favorite part of the building?
Well, that is kind of, not just that it can be used for classroom and FFA stuff, but it can be used for community classes, teacher workshops, banquets for FFA and maybe for sports or whatever. So it can be used for a lot of different things besides just classroom instruction.
Do you think there's anything that the building needs to work on, maybe?
Well, I'm sure there'll be maybe some things we run across, but right now I think it's big enough for growth. And the biggest thing that probably needs to work on, we would need to get more stuff just to get it to where it's fully functional at what we want it to be, and hopefully keep the funding and have enough funding to keep things going by making sure there's enough wood for each class comes through, metal, plumbing, whatever, so they get that same effect.
And with your classes, what activities do you plan on doing with this building?
Okay, so we'll be doing plumbing out here, electrical wiring, welding, construction. The animal science will be out here. Our technology section will be out here. The only time we'll mainly be back out at the old shop would be for automotive and small engines.
All right.
Is cross country fun? Do you think?
It's fun for me. For certain athletes, it's fun if they enjoy running, and if they don't, the fun parts about it would end up being just having friends doing it there with you. And sometimes we'll play ultimate frisbee or soccer, so they enjoy that. Another fun part about it is when you finish the race. It's always a great feeling, and a lot of times we try to go eat something afterwards if we can. So yeah, I'd say it's fun, especially when you start seeing progress for that each individual athlete. When they start seeing that, wow, I got a little bit faster today, they get excited, and that's a fun thing.
Yeah.
Have you won any like state competitions so far?
Not under my coaching now. So not yet. Maybe in the future, but we've gone to state. Last year was my first year coaching. We went to state, and Connor Williams placed in the top 10, so it was pretty cool, I'd say.
In your opinion, do you think is your best player at the moment?
Right now, is this going to be shared with a bunch of people?
I do not know.
Okay, well that's fine. I'm thinking that Jason Chavero is my fastest runner right now. He's also got a great attitude, pretty much about everything.
Okay.
So I'd say right now he's doing very good. And then for girls, Emberlyn Williams she's very fast, and she's also enjoys running in general. So, yeah, both those two for boys and girls.
When's your next game?
Thursday. Yeah, we're going to Meeks Park, which in the past they called that race Mountain Mayhem, because that's what it is. So it's a tough race, but it's fun.
And then what made you want to be the coach?
Well, they actually asked me to coach cross country my first year teaching here, or maybe it was my second year. To which I was like, I'm just trying to figure out this teaching thing right now, and I was spending like every day tutoring. So when they first offered it, I didn't accept it because I knew I couldn't fit any more on my plate with other responsibilities I have after school too. So, but then Coach Perrin was doing it, Roy Perrin, and then I was praying about it, and I asked one of my friends who was a cross country coach at the time, and he said, "You're always going to be busy, so it's not like time's going to open up, so you could just take the opportunity and see how it goes." And so I was like, all right, I'll try it. So that's how it got started, and I like it.
Wonderful. Well, that's all the questions we have for you.
Thank you.
Welcome. Are you excited to work with your new president?
Absolutely. Caitlin Walls was elected as our FBLA president. She's full of great ideas, very responsible. I think we're going to have a great year.
Wonderful.
Could you explain FBLA to someone that's never heard of it?
FBLA stands for Future Business Leaders of America. It is an organization of students, middle school, high school, and college, where they can form connections, learn important business skills, further their leadership skills. It's a great organization. It's also the largest organization in the country as far as CTO, career technical organizations.
And what would you say is your favorite memory of FBLA?
My favorite part of FBLA is always watching these kids that choose to compete, how much they progress over the year, and especially when they win and they're not expecting to win, it just thrills them to death. Of course, we've been on some great trips too and had a lot of good fun.
What made you become a leader of FBLA?
Many years ago when I was in high school, I was an FBLA student and won a state competition. And when I was given the opportunity to do that here, I kind of tried to model myself after my business teacher. And of course, Ms. McConnell built such a successful program. It was an easy decision to say, yeah, I want to be part of that.
Now, finally, what would you say is the hardest part of FBLA?
Juggling all the responsibilities, trying to fundraise and motivate the kids and have a good time, and the social part, and seeing disappointment when things don't go as well. But you learn so much throughout going to conferences, learning new leadership skills. And it's not all about competing, it's about forming connections, friendships, and just putting yourself out there and trying something new.
All right, well, thank you so much.
You're welcome.
So, in your own words, how do you describe it?
Well, it's a student organization run by students who help them grow personally, help them in their career success, and gives them an opportunity to meet friends and professional networks that they can use for a lifetime.
What made you want to be the leader of the
What made me want to be an agriculture education teacher was my teacher I had when I was in high school, but the biggest thing is I love working with my hands and I like being outside, and agriculture education obviously is all those things.
Do you have any favorite memories from FFA?
Some of my favorite stuff is like seeing some of my students not only win locally or state, but also be national winners in speaking. Those are amazing. It takes a lot of courage to get up and speak in front of people.
Right.
So.
What do you think makes FFA so special?
Just it's a lifelong learning process, and it's also something that you use every day, whether you are either directly or indirectly. Agriculture affects everybody, because without it you'd be naked, cold, and hungry. Everybody needs agriculture, so I think that's what makes it special. Whether you're a part of it or not, you still can't live without it.